Our planet is full of surprises and beautiful places waiting to be explored. With so many countries in the world, big and small, each is wonderful in its own way. But how many of you are aware of the fact that there are countries that are only a square kilometer in area and yet have a full-fledged government, culture, and traditions? These UN officially recognized nations have all made a name for themselves by having famously small populations. The largest population on this list is just over 40,000 and the smallest home to just over 800 people. We did tell you they're small. Gazing at the 2023 projections, we can predict the world's minutest nations by population. These countries have itsy-bitsy populations if compared to other nations in the world. Let's study these countries based on their populations, geography, and exclusive facts. Let's check out some of the smallest countries in the world. San Marino. San Marino is another micronation found within Italy. The mountainous nation has a population of roughly 33,644 according to the UN. San Marino has a total land area of 61 km². Geographically, the third smallest state in Europe, after the Holy See and Monaco, San Marino also claims to be the world's oldest republic. According to tradition, it was founded by a Christian stonemason d. 301. San Marino's foreign policy is aligned with that of the EU, although it is not a member. Social and political trends in the republic track closely with those of its larger neighbor, Italy. The country is perhaps best known as being home to European football's whipping boys, which is typically ranked as the worst men's FA. Outside of football, San Marino is also famous for its claim for being the oldest republic in the world and its medieval architecture. The biggest industry in San Marino is tourism. Selling postage stamps is an important source of income too. San Marino is not a member of the European Union, but the euro is used in San Marino. Additionally, San Marino is one of only 3 countries in the world to be completely enclosed by another country, the other 2 being Lesotho in South Africa and Vatican City in Italy. Despite being so small, San Marino boasts a high quality of life that is comparable or better than other developed countries in Western Europe. The country has one of the highest GDP per capita in the world and one of the lowest unemployment rates in all of Europe. People in San Marino speak the Italian language. Most people in San Marino believe in Roman Catholicism. Tuvalu. An island nation called Tuvalu, formerly known as the Ellis Islands, is situated about halfway between Hawaii and Australia. 9 separate islands make up the nation, 3 of which are reef islands, and 6 of which are atolls. Tuvalu has a population of 11,204. The total land area of the islands of Tuvalu is 26 square kilometers, 10 skew mile. Tuvaluan and English are the official languages of Tuvalu, but English is not spoken in daily use. This untouched region of the Pacific offers a tranquil, undeveloped, and non-commercialized atmosphere that is perfect for rest and relaxation, as one of the tiniest and most isolated countries in the entire globe. The breathtaking marine environment, which consists of a huge ocean dotted with atolls, gorgeous lagoons, coral reefs, and small islands, creates a distinctive South Seas atmosphere. It receives about 2,000 tourists annually and is one of the most traveled nations in the world due to its isolated location. Elizabeth, Queen of Tuvalu, and the Duke of Edinburgh toured Tuvalu between 26 and 27 October 1982. The country is one of the smallest and poorest nations in the world, with limited natural resources and infrastructure. Even though Tuvalu is currently the 4th smallest nation in the world, it is in danger of being flooded by rising sea levels. This is because the country's highest point is merely 15 feet above sea level. There have been discussions about relocating the population to Fiji or New Zealand, two nearby countries that maintain strong foreign relations with Tuvalu, if this were to happen. Fun fact, Tuvalu does not accept credit cards and instead relies solely on cash. Nauru. Nauru, formerly known as Pleasant Island, is the third smallest country in the world and the smallest island nation, with an area of only 21 km². The current population of Nauru is 11,025. In fact, Nauru is so small that there are only 2 hotels in the entire country. The island is located near Tuvalu, in an area of the Pacific Ocean known as Micronesia. Nauru is similarly difficult to reach and receives even less tourism than neighboring Tuvalu, which likely makes it the least visited country in the world. The world's least traveled nation is Nauru. Estimates indicate that there are only 15,000 living persons who have really been there, and barely 200 tourists visit each year. Nauru briefly had the second highest GDP in the world, in the 1970s and 1980s. However, the mines finally ran out, and the economy of the nation quickly worsened. Nauru now has the second lowest GDP of any nation, trailing only neighboring Tuvalu. As a result, Australia is a major source of funding for the nation. Throughout the 1960s, there were ongoing discussions about moving the entire population of Nauru to an island off Queensland, Australia. Experts believed that Nauru would become uninhabitable by the mid-1990s. Threatened by the impact of climate change and devastated by phosphate mining, scientists believed that the landscape was so damaged, investing in the rebuilding of the island, relocation was the only option. Monaco. Someone rightly said, good things come in small packages. Monaco, the second smallest nation in the world, covers only 499 acres. But the small nation is gorgeous beyond words. You'll be stunned by the beauty of the nation. Monaco enjoys the distinction of being the world's second smallest and most densely populated nation. It was founded in 1297 after a Genoese named François Grimaldi captured a fortress protecting the Rock of Monaco, a key location along the nation's coastline. Since, this same family has dominated Monaco's government. The official language of Monaco is French. The current population of Monaco is 40,067. This small country is known as containing immense wealth, with an estimated 30% of all residents being millionaires. Additionally, Monaco's per capita GDP is among the highest in the world, with virtually no poverty and an unemployment rate of 0%. However, while the population is quite wealthy, Monaco is often regarded as one of the most expensive countries to live in due to its small size and high demand for housing. Monaco has a service-based market economy in which the prices of goods and services are determined in a free price system. The main sources of income include stamp sales, taxes on alcohol and tobacco, and registration fees. The state imposes no income or direct personal or corporate taxes. Due to these relaxed tax laws, many international businesses are headquartered in Monaco. Although Monaco boasts numerous casinos, most notably the Monte Carlo, its residents are forbidden by law from gambling. Despite being the second smallest country in the world, Monaco is renowned for being the playground of the wealthy and famous. This medieval principality, which only covers 200 hectares, is home to luxurious bars and clubs, fashionable retail malls, enormous casinos, and a man-made beach that draws visitors and celebrities year-round. Vatican City. We've reached the world's smallest country at last. Vatican City is a sovereign state located entirely within the Italian capital of Rome, with an area of 49 hectares, 121 acres. The current population of Vatican City is 518 based on projections of the latest United Nations data. Interestingly, it is the only nation in the entire globe to have received the UNESCO Globe Heritage Site designation. The Vatican is the smallest independent state in the world and residence of the spiritual leadership of the Roman Catholic Church. Its territory is surrounded by the Italian capital city Rome, and priests and nuns of many nationalities make up almost all of the population. Although Vatican City officially became an independent state in 1929, its history goes as far back as the 4th century CA, when Emperor Constantine ordered construction to begin on a basilica over the location of St. Peter's grave. However, it wasn't until after 1377 CE when significant construction projects began to appear, most notably the Apostolic Palace and the Sistine Chapel. This is the year that the papacy moved back to Rome after being relocated to Avignon, France for the previous half-century. The Holy See, which serves as the country's head of state, raises money through contributions and invests some of it in securities like stocks, bonds, and real estate. Vatican City makes money via charging visitors to its museums, as well as by selling publications, coins, and stamps. The Vatican is basically a non-commercial economy, with no major imports or exports. The per capita GDP of the Vatican is estimated to be $21,198, making Vatican City the 18th wealthiest nation in the world per capita. The Vatican Palace in the Vatican City is the official residence of the Pope of the Catholic Church. Although it is not only the Pope who resides there, officials and other members working within its walls serve a number of jobs relating to the Church. Today, Vatican City is a hugely popular travel destination, allowing the nation's economy to rely nearly entirely on tourism. Although there are less than 1,000 people living in the Vatican, millions of people visit it every year. Central Park in New York is around 1/8 the size of Vatican City. To become a citizen of Vatican City, individuals must be Catholic and have considerable professional experience in areas such as diplomacy, charity, or religious instruction. They must also meet the criteria for a Vatican City residency permit and gain approval from the Secretariat of State. And technically, no one can be born in the Vatican as there are no hospitals. For those who wish to move to the Vatican, must have their citizenship approved by the Pope or papal authority approved. The clergy, those who contribute to the operation of the Vatican City religiously, and the Swiss guards who defend the Vatican City are the only people allowed to reside inside the Vatican City.